All right. Good evening, everyone. Let us know if you can hear us. We are Sonny and Lisa, co-founders of Committed to Us, a community that supports marriage and the everyday um, things that happens in marriage, the wins and the challenging times,
and the craziness and everything
and the craziness and
else.
everything else. All right, so let me just breathe.
Yeah. Let you breathe. So I did learn something today. Let's start off with this. So we do a kind of like a weekly meeting. Okay, y'all can hear us good.
Okay.
And we just come together. Not so much like business like, but we try to come together and just have meetings so we can basically we call them check-ins so we can see how how we're doing, how each other's doing, how we're holding up. And in the check-ins, you can learn a lot. You have to be open and listen. And your partner sometimes is telling you stuff without telling you. So um, as we were communicating today, I kept noticing Lisa was like kind of short with her sentence, and I'm thinking everything's cool. She's like, but I think she was frustrated because we were at the library and they didn't have any rooms available, so we kind of had to sit in this open area. So I think that just put her in a bad spot. So I'm thinking we cool. We're just gonna go ahead and just adapt, improvise, and just go on in this other little spot. And I even mentioned we can leave and go somewhere else. And she's like, no, but that's cool. But I didn't know it irritated her that much that where she was going to be kind of show up different in our meeting. So it took me a second to realize she was not in her regular space. So I was like, are you okay? In the middle of our meeting, in the middle of our checkup, I had to go, wait a minute, pause. Are you okay? Like, what is going on? And she was like, no, I'm frustrated. She was open enough to say she's frustrated. But in turn, I think that frustrated me because I'm like, okay, we couldn't do nothing about it. We didn't check ahead. That happens. And we're where we're at. Like we got to move on past that. But she was already frustrated, and then I let it kind of affect me. So just because you have the check-ins and the meetings don't mean it's all gonna go smooth. So I just said all that to say that.
Okay, so what I will say is that yes, I am not the best when it comes to pivoting when I have my mind set on how I think, not even how I think, but how I would like things to go. So there are times that I can pivot easily, and then there are times that I don't pivot as well. So he's right. I did not pivot well. I mean, I didn't lash out on him. So, but it was very an internal. It was an internal struggle with me. So I do appreciate that. We we do give each other enough grace to know that yeah, she's having a moment. And normally, like, in our past, because we're always, growth is a great thing, but in our past, me not being able to pivot would have put him in a funky would have put him in a funky state, and then it would have just cycled on down, on down, on down.
Yes.
So yes, he gave me my space to be in my head. And he's not a mind reader, and um I appreciate that, in the moment that I could not get it together, um, and show up, I guess, in a better way, you were able to help me through that.
Recognize it first, but
So yes, he recognized it, and I think he just, like, for the rest of the afternoon, he's like giving me my space. And then, of course, I am not the best person when it comes to time management. So, and I will own that. I will own that. So in the midst of before this live, I overextended myself thinking I could do a lot of things in a very short amount of time. And I was not successful. So I appreciate that he didn't say I told you so. I know it's in his head, and I can read his mind. And from these moments, I can read his mind. So I know he wants to say, I told you so.
I'll be fighting it.
Why didn't you do the things that I told you to do? Blah, 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 blah. But, Yeah. So
Rigidity. I like that.
yeah. Yeah.
Um, no, that's a good point. Got to shake the rigidity. Adapt and go with the flow. That's a good comment. I like that.
Yeah.
Where's your phone?
I don't know.
Okay. No, I do like that. If it showed up, never mind.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I started off with that, but other than today, how has your week been?
It was a very stressful week at work.
Hmm, you did say that.
So let me just say I am not the best person. So it's Christmas time. A lot of holiday things. I am not the best person when it comes to
What do you mean when you say you're talking about like potlucks and stuff at work?
potlucks.
Okay.
Okay, I don't do potlucks because I don't know where everyone cooks. Um, and how I work by myself. You know, I'm an auditor, so I'm in a desk by myself. So I pretty much am an introvert, and I thrive at that job. When we all have to get together and do the small talk, I'm not really a person that per se likes small talk. I can do it, but
Mm.
I think I'm just set in the mind frame of this is our job. Let's come here to work. I don't really need to do all that, but I know I probably should be better at it. I'm not good at it. I want to keep my professional and my work life very separate. And um yes. So let me just go back to this potluck thing. So we both used to work at the post office,
Ugh.
and my
Oh
father
my
was a
gosh.
supervisor. And when there were potlucks, let me just tell you, everybody should not raise their hand and sign up to cook. I'm just gonna be really honest about that because everybody can't cook. We had a lady that was a cat. She had a lot of cats.
Yeah, that's why it's funny y'all saying that. It's always those.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I didn't realize that cats can and jump, and they just are in your food. Like they can really.
if you yeah,
I
people
don't know.
some people
Maybe
let them do more than
are they trained? Or I don't know anybody that has a cat, but do you train them not to jump up on the
I,
counters?
I I don't know. I mean, I don't think everyone who has that happens with, but I don't trust it. So yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, no potlucks.
I'm just
Is
yeah. I am just one of those people
I'm
that
gonna go get your phone.
yeah. I don't do well,
I can't do it.
and
After she
um
licked her fingers too.
yeah. She used to lick her fingers, and yeah. It was. Let me just say I'm very traumatized by potlucks, and so if I can avoid them, so I said all that to say it's the Christmas time. Everybody's doing potlucks. I'm not OCD, but it does something to me. And yeah. So let me see, Cass. You try, but they do. Okay, but I mean, listen, we have a small dog, and she is never in the kitchen. We make sure that we keep her away. But I didn't realize that, I've seen the stuff on TikTok where the cat is in the
I
pots.
got it now.
That's just, yeah, that's just weird. So cats walk all over everything. Okay, with an electric mat. Oh, okay. And I'm not eating anything that's not from a restaurant. So yes, yeah. So I said all that to say that it's just one of those weeks, and I don't really do well with all the small talk and what are you doing? I don't really want anyone in my business unless you're in my circle,
I
because
got
I,
it.
I feel like sometimes when you give people that inner view of your life, then they think they can
Go further.
go further, and I don't really want everybody in it. I
Yeah.
just that is just me. So, but other than that, let me see. So I think that was, like I said, stressful. It's the end of the year. We got performance evaluations, all that wonderful things, and yeah. So
Mm.
I'm looking forward to vacation that I don't even have scheduled, but I look forward to. I'm going to take some vacation. I think I probably need to take some. Okay, some vacation. Right. Oh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right. And I'm not eating everything, and we aren't friends, and I know that really might be mean. We're not friends. We are coworkers, and I think I really like keeping it. that
Somebody
way.
said the same thing you said. Little friends.
Yeah.
Pull that up.
Okay. So how was your week?
So I'm in a little better space because I got one more week until I got 4 more days till I go on vacation. So I'm cool. Plus I took off last night and we went out. We had a good time. DJ was a little sus, but we went out, had a good time, and and yeah, just I normally would have been at work, so that was a good time, and danced. We don't usually get to dance when we go out, so
right.
we actually danced and
got dressed up.
Yeah, got dressed up. And I know that's I mean, I like dressing up, but I know that's one of your things.
Oh, that's one of my things. Yes.
So I know. I try to get a little cleaned up.
You had it popping, baby. Yeah. Where I am not moved by the uniform, when he dresses up, that does it for me.
Okay. Duly noted. So yeah, dressed up, had danced. A lot of friends were out there, so we had fun. Fun with our friends as well, basically family. And yeah, so those are nights we don't get to do too often, so that's always fun. Good eats, all that. So I had a good into that week, and then rolling into the weekend, and then I got 4-day countdown, so I'm kind of that's putting me in a good headspace. So I'm
he's about to live his best life.
Yeah,
he's about to live
yeah, because I'll be off to like, I don't know, like the 8th next year.
So next year, so 2024.
Yeah. Let's say it like that. 2024. I like how that sounds.
Yes.
So what do we want to get into tonight?
Well, okay, let's talk about that movie we watched, because we did watch that.
Which movie?
Leave the World Behind.
Okay.
And so what I have tried to do, and I think going into 2024, what I want to do is like be intentional about us dating and doing something that is just us. So
wait, because of what part of the movie? What made you?
Well, no, okay. We'll get back to the movie, but I was just thinking, going back to the dates. But I'm thinking like just being more intentional about us doing something where it's just us, so we can have conversations. So that goes back to the movie. So we started off the week with just watching the movie because for you, I know you like going to the movie theater.
I mean, I like movies here too. It's still a good one.
So we do try to spend that time before we get into the hustle and bustle. But so. I think in 2024, one of my goals is to make sure that we are intentionally doing something, no matter how small. I mean, I like big things, but no matter how small, I want us to be intentional about the quality and really doing our date nights. Even if, and after we went on this date night last night, and like I said, the music was... it was interesting. And I don't know if I'm getting older. No, I ain't even gonna say that. The DJ was not the best. And the mixture of music, some stuff just leave it the way it is. Yeah. And I think
trying to remix everything.
You can't remix everything, and you've got to know how to read the room. If it's a whole bunch of us over 35 and up, we are not probably going to do well. 35, 40 and up with...
I mean, stay in the same area for like at least 3,
Yeah. For at least a little
every
bit.
other song was jumping from one extreme to the next.
Yeah.
So you couldn't even get out there. You was coming on or off the dance floor,
right. And it was like double dutch.
Yeah, that was wearing the older people that was wearing some people out, and so
so
that's bad. That's bad.
But like I said, I want to be more intentional. So I said, well, let
it play. Yes, it was like that, and then speeding it up. If they couldn't remix it, they were speeding up the tempo and slowing. He was just trying too hard.
Yes, and I know he was trying to. I mean, I know you're trying to get to the younger crowd, but I think there's a time and a place for all of that. I mean, every song, even the songs that we were dancing to, he was trying to mix 2 songs together, and it was. Yeah.
You were cynical saying nobody wants to hear TikTok music all night.
Right. And so I asked Sanaa, she did tell me that. She said that I was telling her about the Maria that they she's like, oh,
Sanaa's our youngest daughter.
Our youngest. She said that was probably a TikTok version. I was like, it had so much stuff in it. She was like, yeah, it was a TikTok version. I'm like, oh, well, there you go.
Okay. Okay.
So there you go. So that is yeah, it was interesting. But what I said was that, if we can't go out, and then the weekend before we had went to a um another extreme of party
Oh, phew.
that
I
I
forgot
know I
about
was
that
too
one.
young, as
Yeah.
my sister said, we were the chaperones, we were the parents. Yeah.
That's
So
what it felt like.
yeah, that's really what it felt like. But I think maybe we should just do a party in the basement, like, our own music.
Uh, Naya, our oldest daughter, gave us a place today, so I think we may do
Oh,
something
okay.
there.
So okay.
It's called the Key,
The Key. Yeah. Yeah.
something like that.
hmm
So we're gonna look into that, see if we can do something there, because I don't know if the basement's big enough, but we
Well,
can.
I mean, but it'll just be me and you. I'm talking about doing a personal, like
Oh, oh, okay.
get dressed up, have a
Mm,
drink,
okay.
play the music we like,
I'm here for it. Okay.
and do those things.
Okay. That's all good. Great and wonderful. Um, I forgot where I was going.
Oh, we were talking about the Leave the World Behind.
Yes.
Has anybody seen that movie?
Mm.
It was it Netflix?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Someone said I've heard. Okay, good. Okay,
Okay.
so yeah, we're going to try that in Columbus, just to see how that goes. And
So I see you down, Torian. Torian, Torian, you down? So yeah.
Look, read that one.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I read it twice. Mm.
Yes, and yes. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So we watched Leave the World Behind, and it was what Julia Roberts. I can't think of the other people in it. Anyway, it was Julia Roberts,
I got you, Lisa.
and it was some other people in it. But I guess I won't spoil it since no one else has seen it.
And no one's okay. If no one's seen
Okay,
it,
so if no one's seen it, we won't even
go
talk about it. But
into it. We're waiting.
but while we're talking about movies, are there any other movies that you guys would suggest that are good, just relaxing, or not even relaxing, just a good movie? I won't spoil it.
So would you consider that? You know how they say some are like guy movies, some are chick flicks or whatever, and some are, I call them couple movies. Like what would you call
Oh, a
it?
couple movie. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, a
So
couple
when you
movie.
suggest that, that's why I say, are you suggesting like what kind of movie? Like what?
Okay, couple movies. This
Mhm.
that both would get
Yeah.
a kick out of it. I
Okay.
mean, but there's some guy movies I like. I like we even saw The Equalizer. That was great.
Mm.
So I mean,
Okay.
I like there are certain things that
Mhm.
I will watch. Like Fast and the Furious. I've done that with you.
You
So
have,
yeah, I'm
Mhm.
a Marvel fan. So I do all those things. But
Yeah.
yeah, if anybody has any good movies that we can, stream, Netflix, Hulu, all this other stuff, Peacock, Paramount.
Hey.
So yeah. So yeah, we'll when someone watches Leave the World Behind, we'll have a conversation about it, because I just want to get somebody else's thoughts.
It was different. It was a different
It was
type
different.
of movie. I'll say that. It was
different.
something new.
I was interactive with the movie. I did a lot of yelling, surprising, all of that. So it was. I like movies like that where I don't know.
Here we go.
Don't know what to expect.
Do you though? Do you though? Because this is her when she watching. Just
I'm still
she
looking.
missed half the movie.
I'm looking.
How you looking like
I'm
this?
not looking fully, but I'm looking. Like I can control what I see. Yeah. I'm a scaredy cat. I don't do scary movies, but
Not looking fully. Okay.
I don't do scary movies, but yeah. Okay.
Mm.
All right. So anything else? So we did the date night. We did. Yeah. It was just one of those weeks winding down to the end of 2023. So.
But we're getting better at being intentional with hitting those marks, like catching the movies together, going out, doing that. We're getting a little better at that. So
okay.
So those are good.
So while we were at this, let me see, what's this? There's a new movie.
What's it called?
Leonardo DiCaprio, Robert De Niro. I haven't even seen that.
Wait a minute.
Have you seen it?
You mean the preview? I'm trying to think of. I don't know if I've seen that. I was seeing that Argyle one, trying to figure out if it was good or not. They looked a little
Argyle
much. Yeah, that's another one coming out.
Okay.
And then I saw recently Beverly Hills Cop. They're making another. They made another one. I guess it's coming out on Netflix. So
yeah.
um,
And I thought that was a fake. I thought it was something AI generated. I'm like, I can't believe we're bringing back. What was his name?
I mean, they brought back everything else.
Yeah,
Axel Foley.
Axel Foley. Yeah, I was about to call him Alex. Axel Foley.
Oh, you thinking you're Tyler Perry stuff, Alex or Patterson? You're Patterson stuff.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let's see. Killers of the Flowers Moon. Oh,
No,
I haven't even heard that one. Mm-mm. Okay, we'll have to look that one up because I haven't even.
Yeah, Eddie is busy.
Yeah. Now we
saw the
right,
Christmas one he did.
Yeah. So then, as a family, we did look at the Candy Cane Lane, and it was good. Right. It was really cute. It had Tracy Ellis Ross. Mm-hmm. It was really cute. It was a. That was good. It was a cute,
good family movie.
Good family movie. I think our son was pleasantly surprised.
Why you say that?
I think he liked it more than what he wanted to.
Yeah,
I mean,
because he'd be looking at us like we about to watch this kitty. Yeah,
yeah.
But it hit because they started talking about college, and it kind of, I think it, because they're about to go. They're looking at colleges and stuff, so it was I think it was right on point.
Yeah, because he was talking. He thought it was bummish, but at the end
from the trailer.
Yeah, at the end he was like, it was pretty good. So I mean, we got a kick out of that, but yeah. Yes, Haunted Mansion. Now, me and my daughter watched that, and that was I think we watched Haunted, or somebody watched Haunted Mansion with me. It was
I think it was you.
It was cute. So yeah, it was. I don't think I remember the first one because I think there was a first one, right? There was an older one with Eddie Murphy in that one. I don't remember, but anyway, it was good. I liked it. So. But while we were at one of our topics tonight, when we were at the party, we were talking about jealousy in marriage. Is there such thing as healthy jealousy, or
we did see that,
or unhealthy jealousy? Oh yeah,
we saw the one with Ludacris.
Go back, the one with Ludacris, that was good too.
Yeah. It was a little slow starting, but it was good.
Yes, we watched that Thanksgiving Day. So yeah. Gran Turismo. Yes. Okay, I haven't even heard of that one either. Okay, that's a good one.
That is good.
Okay, you saw it?
Yes.
You saw it at work?
Oh, that's old. I think
that's
old.
Oh, okay. I haven't even seen it. Okay.
Unless that's I might be getting that mixed with something else. So.
Okay, let me write that one down because I haven't heard that one. Gran Turismo. Okay. So the question is there, what does good, is there such thing as good jealousy? Healthy jealousy, and what's the difference between that and unhealthy or toxic jealousy? Because I know when we were at the we were at the dance last night, there was a few probably looking your way. No. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. You didn't. So you're just. This is news to me, y'all. I don't know.
Right. So okay. So in my older self, my younger self, and my what I would say immature self, I would have taken out, I guess, the.
What you laughing at, Tori?
The what is the word? Flirtation. Like I would have been like really irritated, but now I take it as, yeah, I know. And I keep it moving because I always wanted to. He's a very nice person, so when people approach him, he is one of those people that will engage you in conversation. I am not. I like to say I have the spirit of discernment. So
I don't remember talking to nobody at least no long period of time. Was I talking?
Right, you didn't talk to because over the years you've gotten to the point where.
I'm about to say, dang, I don't remember that.
Not that I've trained you, but
yeah.
I think I will. Obviously, I've trained him to recognize.
Give you credit.
to recognize when it's more than just a high.
What? Wait, what?
I like my husband like old Walkman too much.
Okay.
Right, and that is what it is. They are
cool. Okay.
There's a lot of thirsty. There's a lot of thirstiness,
especially now.
And I know in the past I probably would have, I would have showed out and been mad at him and because he didn't react the way that I felt he should have reacted to the situation. But now, like I said, I can laugh with it. But you are very good at now recognizing the.
Yeah, I kind of move like a.
Yeah, you move differently. So I that is a win-win for me. But so yeah, that is jealousy. I think I've probably been the one that's more jealous in the relationship or has shown it.
That's a good point. So shown it, I would say shown it. I get it. I just think I never showed it like that. I do, if I'm admitting it, I have it. Mine was just stupid stuff. Yours was more realistic. I can give you an example of something. She one time, and this is so stupid, y'all. So I don't want to see no. This is a safe space, right? So coming from that, I don't want to feel no air fryer heat coming from nobody judging me right now. I remember you had something, and I saw it. You had bought from like CVS, something like this ain't the name of whatever it was for her contacts, I think, but it said something about Glide on it and it was in her car in her glove box. And I remember I was going through the glove box looking for some like some dental floss or something stupid, and I opened that up and seen that it said something Glide. This is and first I was like, what? I was like, what you need this Glide? I was like, Glide what? Glenn Glide. I was like, what? I just instantly was like what is going on? The whole world was changing, shifting. Thought we was about to have bricks thrown, all this. I'm like, what is going on? What's happening? The whole thing was that some daggone contact lens Glide stuff she would need for her job and everything. We just had it in her, and I was just like, and then I felt stupid. I read it more. I looked at it a second time. Was like, oh, close the glove box back, or no, it was in the center console. Close that thing back. When I'm about my business, I ain't say nothing to you. I was like, no. But I have the moments. I had them. I just was. Whoa. It was so stupid. I just didn't even bring them up. I was just like, okay. So I mean, it happens. It happens. Yeah. So I can admit that now. I said no, just safe space. Somebody type in the safe space in the because I'm getting heat right all up over here right now. I'm feeling a ton of heat. So somebody please type.
So when I have been thinking that I'm crazy in my jealousy, you over here looking through stuff, having a whole story. Oh,
wait, who said they have a social butterfly? Seneca. Yes, you do. Yes, you do, Mr. Los.
Okay. So, were there any other?
Oh, I don't know. I'm sure there were, but I'm just remembered that just came off the top of my head. I could remember that one, and I was like, and yeah. So, all right. Okay. So it wasn't that funny. She's laughing all over.
This is news to me. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Because I thought I was the. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm the.
Now you know.
All right. Okay. So do you feel that healthy jealousy? That jealousy can be healthy and beneficial to your relationship? Is that a way that you would? Yeah. Because you got me over here. I'm stuck. I'm like, huh. I forgot what did I have in there? Let me see. Yeah, I have always. I think for me, where you were able to contain it, I don't. I just whatever I'm feeling. Because 9 times out of 10,
whatever you feeling and thinking. I'm just saying feeling. Your mind be racing too.
But 9 times out of 10, I'm right.
Like mine was.
I'm right. All my stuff has been right.
I can't even say that because
all my stuff has been right.
Yeah. I ain't about to try to argue that.
The times where you're like, no, I'm like, yeah, and yeah.
I ain't about to try to figure that out. So
yeah, and so talking about jealousy, we were watching something, and they were, I guess the question was, male and females having.
Look, see. Thank you.
But yeah, you never told me that one. But we were talking about male and female relationships, and like males having really strong relationships with females and vice versa. And I remember when we got married, you had a friend that was like your buddy. You remember her? I don't even know her name, but yeah, she was your buddy, had children, and y'all were like really, really, really close. And I was very jealous of that relationship because I didn't.
And I didn't even know you was at that time. I didn't even know you were jealous.
No, because what would I look like telling you to end that friendship? I thought it was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
She ended up. We didn't say no names, right?
No, we didn't say no names.
Yeah. She ended up being in a anyway, in a different type of relationship. So yeah, see there?
Okay. She never hit on you though?
No.
Y'all never?
No. I mean, she would say little stuff.
Okay.
Little
In
stuff
case
like
some point, yeah.
like little stuff like, oh, you got that, or you rocking that, or something like that. Give you a compliment, but it was never no. Dang. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because I always
like she was waiting for me to slip up. That's what it looked like. She gave me that interrogation room look. I've done that.
I always felt that there was something.
No.
Maybe not on your part, but I felt there was something on her part. And so
okay, why did you feel like that? Because I don't remember her saying nothing.
Because the times that I saw y'all together, like okay, case in point. So we were still in our immature stage, so we hadn't grown up. So you would be like, well, I'm going to go hang out with her for hours or a day. Like you did a lot of stuff for her, and I would just be sitting at home like, this is some bullshit. But I'm like, that's his friend, and I gotta kind of.
And I would never do that now, so I don't know.
I kind of honor that.
I would never.
You were helping her with a lot of stuff.
But like, what was happening with
anything? Because she had them 2 little kids. Y'all were hanging out. Like you had pictures of the kids in the safe box.
Oh, I'm on a whole nother. Oh, wow.
Which one are you in?
I'm not even. Wow. Yeah, write it down.
Was that her name?
That's not who I was thinking about.
Who was you thinking about?
Wow.
Case in point, you see how many female friends he had.
Wow.
Who were you thinking about? So was I okay? So let's go back to her. Was there anything inappropriate? Did she? Because I felt that.
I think so. That there was a lot of issues I found out later. So there could have been on that.
I think it was. Yeah, I think it was
on that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. So, but being so early into our marriage, I didn't want to seem like I was just trying to find things. Because you're still supposed to be the high on love and and all of that, but that was one that really
says spidey sense. Who was that?
Our spidey senses, absolutely.
Who said that?
That one.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I like the name for that because you show enough. I'd be like that.
Yeah. So listen, he had a lot of. He's a very charismatic person. So let me just say, when we got married, any male friend that I had, they were done. Right, for the most part, because I always knew that. Like I always feel like for men, they're just always waiting in the background for something to happen.
Glass situation, yeah. Now, did I make you do that, or was
you didn't make me do that? But I felt
I just wanted it to be put out there because I didn't want them to think I just was forcing that.
No, but what I will say is that I ran into some people later on, and they would make comments, and I'm like, and this is why we can't be friends. Like we can't still have that same
right.
And I did that on my own. With you, I think it was a little bit harder because that is what the men in your family are used to. So
it was still wrong, but yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, I think I probably should have had I wish I would have had a stronger voice to express my issues. But I think at that time in our relationship, it may have caused more friction than what it needed to be, because I don't think you were in a space.
Yeah, well, I mean, we grew.
You were in a space to hear that.
Yeah, probably not. I don't know.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, I think like now, to the point now when people, notice him and all that, I'm okay with it, because I know you respond differently.
Like don't nobody be noticing you. That's what you crack me up.
Don't nobody notice me.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Yeah.
I stay in the cut. Don't nobody
believe me. Miss Innocent.
I'm just okay. But okay. Really?
I'll be having to move you sometimes. Come over this way.
Oh, okay.
Somebody standing too close. Move over on the side of me.
But it could be because never mind.
Some dude to stand on that side of you, and I'm moving you. You said it could be because what?
What do you got me wearing?
I don't care. You can look. You got to get up on. You can look from over there. 20 yards, 40. You can see from way over there. Mr. Magoo going over there.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah. I don't care. Look. Just don't be trying to get up on.
Okay. All right. All righty. So I said all that to say that
Thank you.
I said all that to say yes. So I think for me, now the it is healthy jealousy. In the beginning, it wasn't, and I'm glad that I didn't react and make it where it was where my insecurities got the best of me. Because I just didn't want to seem like I was that girl that was just so insecure. So
thank you, Steph.
But okay. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, for me, I think healthy jealousy is a good thing, because that means you still care. That means you're still into your partner and you're still noticing, and you just want to make sure that everything is good with your relationship. I'm protecting my stuff. Yeah. So I'm all for it. Yeah, and we've never crossed the lines where it was any kind of toxic.
No. Jealousy?
No. Jealousy.
No. You communicate that. You always have communicated very well. So I started learning.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I mean, I appreciate it now. So
okay.
Right.
So yeah.
Okay. So what was your
yeah, but yeah, so like I said last night, I noticed, and it made me proud, made me walk a little bit taller.
What made you proud?
Because I know you're very attractive, and I know that. Yeah. So
okay.
I knew I was.
So instead of it being a jealousy thing,
right, and messing up our mood, because it has nothing to do with us. I was like, well, I know who I'm going home with, so it's all good. All good. All good.
I like it.
See, growth is an amazing thing. Okay, so we want to touch back on relationship expectations, because I feel like
you snuck that one in. I didn't see that on the board. Okay.
Did I? Yes, I will.
Oh yeah, she did.
Side-eye.
She did.
Yeah.
I don't be seeing it half the time. I miss it.
Yeah.
Just because my slowness, but yeah, she be.
I don't have a good poker face, so I'm sure it wasn't even a side eye. I'm sure it was like really all on my.
Nah, she has no poker face.
I don't have a good poker face, and what I'm feeling 9 times out of 10 is going to be, Yeah. I may have probably like held you a little bit closer. I don't know. And then sometimes I can get petty, so there's that. Which
is why I think now I usually catch it and move first.
Yeah,
because the one I did notice, like I was like, oh
yeah. Well, everybody knows
somebody was talking about, do I know you? I was like, oh, nope, you don't know me.
Yes, yeah. So, yeah. Okay, so then, we were talking about relationship expectations, because I think that they change.
Wait a minute. Let me give your sister credit too. So some of Lisa's sister friends also be on what you call the guards that be in London? They be posted. They be posted up. So yeah. So it ain't nobody getting through.
We do that for we do that for all of our husbands. We do. That is what we do.
I know. Yes.
And I think you have to have good sister friends and good male friends to see the stuff that you don't always see.
Yeah.
So I am a proponent for having that community around.
Somebody on here has blocked even when you wasn't in the room one time. No, more than once. So yes, you have very good friends.
Yeah. And I think you should always have people that are pro marriage.
I'm gonna say your name, but go ahead.
That are pro for you and your spouse. Like you, and they're not hating on a relationship. They just want to
they're
see
protecting,
the best.
actually.
And they're protecting. Yeah. And I think those are the best types of friends.
Look.
Who will protect you, and they also give you that accountability.
Yeah.
Like they will see if you trying to that doesn't look right. You need to back up.
Yeah. Truly, all sides are covered. Like if Lisa's face, all sides are covered. Ain't nobody sneaking up from no angles. Right. So it is a beautiful thing.
Yes. Yeah. And I've always said that, you know, like my sister circle is very small, but I trust those women, and I trust you to be friends with those women. Like I'm really, really adamant about that.
Yeah.
So
I think it actually relaxes me because, you know, usually I'm always like looking around. I think I actually know that there's that there's more eyes around, so I actually can relax in those moments and actually have fun out. So it actually has been a benefit in more than one way. To be honest. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, I'll take it. I will definitely take it. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, they thirsty.
Ooh.
These young. And so what I think it is.
Oh, I thought you was about to talk about somebody you saw.
No. I'm not even talking about that. I just think that when a man is married and when a woman is married, your what potential it whatever it is about you rises because you're marriage material, and that is why I think the thirsty people are trying to.
Is this from the Lisa book, or you got
It's
this
from the Lisa book?
Okay, I'm like,
I believe
okay.
that. I think you're more when you are married, you did something to get married, so there's something about you that attracted
y'all agree?
another
Y'all
person.
agree with that? How's that? Is that everybody's book is like that, or? Is that...
I can't be the only one.
No, I'm just asking. I'm just trying to see if.
I'm trying to think of the word. Your
like your worth or something like.
Not even your worth. It's just I think a married person.
You see, wow. Why would they feel like that though? Why there's so many single people? Why would you do
so
that?
you have those people that want to come between the covenant, and then you have those people that you're just more attractive. I think some married men are more attractive, and married people in general, because somebody else that I don't know what the word is. Somebody help. The aura. Yes. Okay. The aura. It is whatever that is. Being married.
Totally agree. Okay. Wow.
Yeah. There is something to that, and so I think that there it is. There it is. There it is. The stock value. Yes. That's what I you rise in that. So when people look around and see that you're married, they're like, oh, okay, that means he must be stable or she must be stable. You know, they're doing this, they're doing something for someone that wants to spend their life with them.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah.
The pool out here is good.
Well, and then there's that. And then there is that. There is that. So I had I saw a reel from the guy. He passed away, but he used to give advice to women. I don't know if he ever did it to men, but give Kevin Samuels. And so there was a woman on there who was getting ready to get divorced, and you know, he basically said, you need to be around a community that supports marriage. He said, and that's the problem with a lot of marriages. You're not in community with people that are going to hold you accountable and tell you to get back in there and fight for your marriage, or tell you what you're doing is stupid and, you know, reverse what you're doing. He said the same thing. He said it's the garbage. Because he was out there. He wasn't married. He was like, it's garbage out here. He's like, so what I'm telling you to do is go fix it with your husband. And that's the first thing I had
give
ever
him credit
seen.
For stuff saying stuff like that.
They've never given him credit for that, but that was the first time that he's ever said it. He was like, you need to surround yourself. And I've always said that. And I know in the beginning when we got married, that's why some of your friends had to leave. Because they weren't going to support us. They were going to still support, you know, the foolishness, because that's how they were living. Okay. So I think it's like a shiny light shines on you when you get married. Like ding ding, look at me. And it attracts those people who want to be in relationship. And then then there's a whole set of people that only want to go after married people, because then the responsibility is not a lot. Like they get them, you know. So then that's a whole nother group of people.
You talking about? I think I know what you.
Yeah. So that's a whole nother group of people. But there, I do believe that, you know, your stock value goes up when people feel that when they see that you're married. But, and that's why surround yourself with people that are for the good of your marriage, that are going to speak life into your marriage. They're going to hold you accountable to your stuff, because sometimes we're wrong in some of the stuff that we do. We're wrong in some of the things we get into, and you just need someone to be like, stop. Get it together. Yeah. Okay. That's all I got. That's all I got. Yes. They be looking at them rings. Absolutely.
You know, I didn't. Yeah, y'all taught me that because I was like, dang, how y'all know how many people got rings? Yeah, y'all.
That is.
Y'all. Whew,
I don't know
did
if that's
not,
in a
I
manual,
ain't never
but that.
done that. I was like, oh my god. Yeah, that was. Yeah, y'all.
Well, yeah, because I look at a ring to know how I should move forward. If you married, then I'm not going to approach you until I find who your wife is. Like I'm not going to. We shouldn't be having no conversations if I don't know who your wife is.
Oh no. Make it uncomfortable. Read them.
Okay, being married in someone else's eyes is a challenge. The challenge to get that person? Like, we'll take it to see that I can break it up, or?
Okay.
Yeah. Surround yourself with people that are for your marriage, that speak life into your marriage, that speak life into growth. Because you're not the same person that you marry, and you got to be able to. And you're not the same person that you were when you got married, so you got to be able to ride those waves and adjust and pivot.
Okay. We know we still got it.
I know we ain't gonna get it. I mean, I like the conversation. I went off on a tangent.
We can finish some of those later.
Yeah, I went off on a tangent, but I mean, yeah, I could write a book on the. Yeah.
Whenever she studied, y'all, she passionate. Whenever she,
Okay, you're right. Okay, the challenge to conquer. Yeah. And I don't know what that is. I don't. Right. That they got it. That they.
Was you winning some ribbon? Like what is?
Yeah, you're winning a ribbon by by showing that person isn't weak, showing that person isn't all about the covenant.
Okay, all right, okay, I got you now.
Yeah, they will say anything that is an easy payoff until they get feelings. Well, then there's that. Yeah, there's that because I don't know. Yeah, I think feelings are going to always get involved, even when you go in and saying. I ain't gonna.
But what they're saying is people don't think about it. I don't think they go that far into it, but
And then that's when the shady stuff starts happening.
That's when the stage.
I mean, the more yeah, it gets more
diabolical.
Okay.
Yeah.
Diabolical.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, like I said, I saw that and I'm like, okay, that is the whole community about being around people that breathe, and I think we've done a good job at including people in our circle.
We actually did say that the other day. Yeah.
So then let me ask you guys another question.
Y'all are good people. We love y'all.
So for those that are married, do you have more married friends or more single friends? Were you conscious in having more married people in your circle or not?
I don't know where you be coming up with this. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
I don't see a win. How you think there's a win in that? Yeah, I agree.
I mean, it's a difficult thing, but it is out there, and the pickings are slim, just based off of.
So does somebody know the numbers? Like, what is it? Men and women. Anybody know the numbers on that? Can anybody Google that?
Probably like 25-1. More. I don't know. I just threw that out.
I don't know. I just
do that.
I just wonder because I haven't looked at. I've been doing all this other research. I haven't looked at that. That is that plays a part. So.
And then you have to figure out, like, if you are a man or a woman who was not brought up to thinking that marriage was a good thing, then you're not going to be something that somebody wants to marry. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the chase just to see if
it's
I
real.
can.
Is that real?
Yeah. Is that real? They proclaiming they love each other. They're doing all this, or they fake. Yeah. Yeah. Which is really sad. Why would anybody? I think that's sad.
Yeah. So I don't know if y'all heard about this Cardi B stuff going on now, but that's another thing. I don't know if that's real or not.
Okay, early on, I had many single friends. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think Yeah. Because I mean, you could be a really good friend, a good single friend, but you don't know that dynamic of marriage. Like it's a total different thing. Like I can't
They
give
might,
you.
if they've been married before, they might know some of it.
Depends on if they learn from their marriage and they learn from the mistakes.
Okay. Okay.
Is their marriage from? Yeah,
Ooh,
which is sad.
that's well,
Yeah,
yeah, that's a good point.
and once again, I'll blame that on social media. We are so into what looks shiny, what looks new. We don't see the hard work that goes behind it.
Commitment phobia is real.
Yeah, and why is that because you don't want to be you don't want one person, you want to date everything? Like I don't know
So,
what that is.
so most, I think a lot of times as men, but it's not just that part of it. It's um self doubt that you can take care of business, that you can handle what comes along with it. Because a lot of these dudes are like you said, is garbage out here and trash. So imagine they're a C student. Imagine they failed at this or that. They wasn't a starter on their team.
Mm.
They have a lot of self doubt. A lot of so then you're like, can you actually? You can't fail at this. You got a wife and kids, and the mortgage is this much, the car payments are this much, the insurance is this much. Go ahead and flunk at that. So it's yes, some of it is them trying to still be a player, but there's other elements that come in when they actually are trying to cross over and think of it seriously. The ones that ain't just flat out dogs, the ones that are actually good guys are having some reservation. Is can I step up to the plate and be a real man?
But don't they understand that we are there to help you? We're not there to just sit back and watch you do all this providing. Like we are a team. Why as a man would you feel that it's all on you?
That sounds good on paper, but then there's always time where you're going to end up gracing. We've graced each other,
right?
So in that moment, if he's a scrub, is he really going to be able to hold up that grace, that end, and have your back when you're like, okay, I need to lean on you? That part.
Okay. I mean,
yes, we're supposed to be a team, but we've leaned on each other back and forth on different things.
Right.
You're better at a lot of things than I am. I'm better at some.
Right.
But them some I knock out the park.
Okay. I guess I've never, from a man's perspective, I didn't have brothers or anything. I didn't know that was a thing.
Okay, I missed. Oh, AC. Wait a minute.
Yeah, looking for
yeah.
Because we are in a world that
see Tori kind of hit on it.
It doesn't fit.
Well, it's so she's actually talking about the work. Like that's what I mean. Like if he's been weak at all these other things, is he really gonna put in that type of work and that type of effort? And he's been weak at everything else.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that should be the way he's thinking, but I mean, right. I think that is part of how they get to have that phobia and stuff. They've never had to stand up and, let's say they were spoiled. Let's say there's other factors with their childhood that could come into play.
Okay. Out the whole, yeah. Out the whole game. Yeah. I've never looked at it that way. I didn't know. So there's like that much immense pressure deciding that you, as a man, because I think it's just different for women. Like, well, at least for me, I just always looked at it as we are a team. We're going to do this grind together. We're going to do this. I never looked at it as we get married and as a woman, I'm just going to sit back and let you take care of me.
No, you don't. You don't do that. You specifically don't. But even you being that good and with that mindset, let's say yesterday we were out. Was it yesterday? Yesterday we were out shopping spree. Let's say they ran my card. Let's say that thing. Let's say we had a restaurant and that thing. Because there was a dude. We heard a story recently. There's a dude that ran 3 cars and this stuff wasn't running through.
Trying to impress.
In that moment, I don't know if that dude had to wash the dishes. I don't know what he did. But I'm sure the lady that he was with, or whoever he was with, I'm sure they weren't like, oh, here, take mine. I bet they was like, what you said you had this bottle. So I get what you're saying. We a team, but if you're trying to be a man and you run through 3 credit cards in that moment, well, I'm looking at you. I don't know that you could really stand up and say you're right. At that point, you're still a boy level. You're not a man. That's just. I'm sorry.
Okay, but I guess for me, if that was something that was to ever have happened to us, because I would have probably just took care of it and been okay. We need to have a conversation afterwards.
That's all you would have did. Okay, I'm about to say, don't you do that? Don't you? That right? Hold
I
up.
mean, I'm not
Wait a
going to do it
minute
each and every
wait up.
time, but
Hold
I
up.
probably would have
Wait a minute. Wait a minute and hold up.
to
I know
reduce
you
you from
wouldn't just do
being
that.
to reduce you from being embarrassed. So would you have been more
Ah.
as a man? Would you be more
So
embarrassed
you'd have took
if
me
I
out back.
took care of it or let you?
Right. You'd have
flounder?
waited and then took me out back. No, I'm saying, what would y'all do? What would y'all do in that situation? Because that's a real. We just heard this last night. 3 cards, not one. 3 cards. And
But if we're in the dating phase, that probably would be a turnoff. But once
that's what I'm talking about. I think they were.
Okay. All right. I just
There you go. We talking about phobia. We talking about the dating phase. That's all. That's what I'm talking about.
okay. I don't know. I think I would give you a one strike on that. I wouldn't keep doing it. No.
3 cards? You would give him 1 strike? 3 cards ran in that same
because he was trying to impress her.
Uh-huh.
So you gotta, he was trying. It just
All right.
he didn't think it all the way through. Yeah. Yeah.
But that was a dating situation.
There
That wasn't
right.
marriage though. So
right.
that's
Slide my
different.
card in the right. Exactly. Yeah. So
in marriage, I get that, but I'm saying if y'all was in the dating phase, with what would y'all do in that moment? What would you do? 3 cards ran, and I'm just asking. I'm not. There's no judgment. I'm just asking. What would y'all do? Would that be your man of the future, or would you go ahead and cut it?
I would give grace because it's a one-time thing. Now, if every time we go out and you using 3 cards and none of them are working,
okay, so
you're probably
if it was
not
one
my
time,
person.
it would be
yeah. You're probably not.
Wait,
my
how many
person.
times would you get?
When it comes to money, I don't give a lot.
No, how many times would you get for that situation?
It would be 1, and then I'm watching. I don't play about money stuff.
Slide my card on the table.
Yes,
for a boyfriend, you would do that for like your date, or is that husband?
I would slide just so you wouldn't be embarrassed.
For a boyfriend?
For a boyfriend, yes.
Okay.
But it might be the end of our whatever, and if it was like a first or second
somebody else
date,
said we're both broke, so
right, yeah.
We may have been washing dishes.
Right, we both would. Yes, absolutely. I wouldn't. I just yeah. I think we are living. This society has made us live outside of our means because of social media. That we're doing stuff that we shouldn't be doing. Like, first of all, when we were at the club, they shouldn't have been buying bottles anyway.
That's a good point.
Somebody said 3 cards. I'm running.
Yeah.
I wouldn't embarrass you. I don't like people to be embarrassed, so I wouldn't embarrass you there.
We know that.
I wouldn't embarrass you.
All right, that's a mix.
But I do want to talk about this whole commitment thing with men. I didn't know. I know it's time. The thing with men, I didn't know that was a thing, that you guys felt overwhelmed like that.
I think there's. I'm not saying every situation, but I think there is an element to that. There's something of
So is that a
because
load?
you got to remember they're not having the actual conversation with the person. It's all what's in there. They're not actually going up and saying, if I mess up a couple times, you're gonna have my. They're not vulnerable enough to do that in that moment.
So is that a load you carry on in marriage once you get married? If
in some instances, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where you feel that everything is on you.
Yeah. If I'm being real, yeah. There's times.
So then where was the team? Like, we're supposed to be a team.
It is a team, but you like I said, there's things you do better than I do, and there's things I do, and things I take care of it. Sometimes you're like, okay, you got more of this, you got 60%, I got 40 or whatever. Okay. So yeah, you do feel that because
yeah.
Okay.
He ain't ready. You're right. Right. And I would gracefully not continue in that relationship
after the one chance.
Yeah, I don't play about money because money will hurt you.
But you would give him one chance.
I will give you that chance. But money, I don't. I'm.
Yeah,
because I like good credit.
Yeah. Team.
What?
That's what I'm saying to you. Like, that's the point I'm making. Like, you got a boundary you have to set. You have to.
Yeah, that's a boundary. But I think But I mean, like I said, we'll have to talk more about this the weight that you guys carry in marriage, because I don't think we've ever talked about it.
I'll ask some of the guys on here just what they think. I mean, ask some of the fellas on here. That'll be the next topic.
Okay. The
And we'll
weight,
just see
the
what
weight
y'all
that
when y'all were
guys.
going into y'all's relationship. How you felt. Going into as far as stepping up. Being responsible for things, doing stuff. As a team or not, how you felt being honest, just being open and vulnerable.
Okay. And then after we do that, we'll do one for the women because I'm
gonna do it the same day.
Okay, we can do. Okay, so next Sunday, well, it's Christmas Eve. We're gonna do something Christmas Eve.
Nah, probably not.
What about New Year's Eve?
Ooh.
We'll see. But our next one, whenever we do have one, we were going to talk about.
I mean, New Year's Eve people. That's early, yeah.
Yes.
But I'm saying that should be early enough for people.
Okay. Maybe not Christmas Eve. We'll do one of them. Either we'll do one of them. We'll figure it out. But we're going to talk about the weight that men carry in marriage, and the weight that women carry.
Ellen show up to the club late, so I think we'll be all right on New Year's Eve.
The weight that we both carry, and sometimes don't even talk about. So yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good. Did you want to talk about the best man or
no? Because we keep talking about it. Let's set a date.
We're going to do it.
I've been saying that for like 6 months. I feel like
we have. We're just gonna my procrastination and my overthinking. It's happening soon. Yeah, for the end of the year. We'll just put that out there, and we'll put something in the group to let everybody know. All right, everyone have a great week.
We all gonna need a nap, but
yeah. Everyone have a great week. Do something with your spouse this week. Do something with your loved one this week. Even if it's 5-10 minutes, make sure that you're connecting, asking questions you don't normally ask. Just keeping the spark alive without it having to be a grand gesture.
Okay, I like that.
Bring him coffee in the morning. Bring her coffee. Make it breakfast. Bring her lunch. Do something thoughtful this week just to keep the connection. We're going into 2024 and we want to show up better in our marriages and just in our communication and connection overall.
I like that. Communicate with care and connect with intention, as we always say.
Yes.
And y'all have a good one.
Have a good one. We'll see y'all either next week or the week after. Probably next week. We'll see. Bye-bye.